What's going on? So as you can see, I'm in my truck. It's a little bit loud still. I still don't have door seals. That's the only reason why. But we're actually going to work on my chassis today, and I'm incredibly excited because I got some new parts to show you. So I'm cruising out there right now, and I'll catch up with you guys when we get there. We have a lot of stuff to go through and a little bit of work to do. So, or a lot of work to do. So I'm going to catch up with you guys when we get there. But I thought to start the video here is going to be a pretty good amount of good scenery. It's nice and cold out right now, so you're going to see nice grasslands, and that's going to turn into snow. I really hope where I'm going isn't snowing, because it does like to snow there. So that's going to suck if it is, but either way, it should be fun. Okay, so it's half snowing. Whatever. Oh, God, this door's heavy. It's kind of been used as a storage container, but I don't really blame them. I think this is the seat for this. Whoo boy, this looks freaking, oh my Lord. That's a meat. Are these 305s? 295s. These are 295s. Heck yeah, dude. This looks freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this yet. Ooh, we got his intake on. That looks good. Damn, now that's aggressive. That looks so sick. All right, guys, just got in the shop. It's cold as frick right now, but I'm not gonna say anything because I know every one of these guys is gonna get pissed off at me. But either way, check this out. So I don't know what fancy shops people work at, or stuff like that, but you can't really beat working at a place like this. I mean, come on. Walk over here a little bit. So it just recently rained, so here, because it's so cold, you can see it's kind of lightly snowing. I know this is nothing, but still, this is Southern California, but you can see up in the hills it's getting pretty good. Over there, more particularly, got some fresh powder over there. So yeah, really, really cool scenery. I think there was a whole herd of cows. I don't know where they went. There's some right there. Just an awesome place that'll work at. Got the view of the lake. Freaking awesome. But still, I have a new part that I just got in, which I'm incredibly excited about. A lot of you guys actually know what it is. If you follow my friend Devin Entz or Malko Fab, you actually know what it is. So I want to go in there and we're gonna kind of show you guys what I actually got. I'm super, super pumped about this. So as you know, in the rear end, I haven't not done really anything. You can see it's just kind of sitting there. Front end's pretty much done. I just got to weld on the radius arm mounts. It's completely done. But I do have to focus on the rear end, and no one really knows what I'm doing in the rear end. So originally I was just gonna do a flip kit and then just, you know, notch the frame right here, because you can see it's pretty much touching the frame. So I was just gonna do a C-notch and then just call it a day. However, if you follow Devin Entz or Malko Fab, probably about, I don't know, September to November area, they actually did a giveaway for a custom one-off 4-link for your vehicle. Now just coincidentally, it was like one of those tag 3 friends kind of things, and those are the ones where you're like, oh, I'll do it, but I'll never win. And I was actually lucky enough to win. There was a name drawn out of a hat. I'll go ahead and I'll put the clip right here from Devin's Instagram. And you can see his son actually drew my name out of a hat, or box, or whatever it was. But still, I was incredibly blown away. He called me the second that happened and said, dude, you won a 4-link, and I was blown away. I didn't even know what to say, because that's exactly what I want to do with this truck. I want to autocross the truck. For those of you wondering the whole build of my truck is going to be an autocross truck. I want to road race it and take it on tracks and stuff like that. It really needs to just shred corners. It needs to handle. It's absolutely nowhere near close right now, so I just the 4-link really helps because, you know, full-time college student, don't have a lot of money, so that definitely helped a lot. I'm really appreciative for both Malko as well as Devin Ents for doing that giveaway. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. This is super cool. Okay, so I'm incredibly excited about this. You can already kind of see some parts. Well, you can't, but they're there. I'm gonna go through these one by one and kind of just explain what we got going on. But a basic nutshell is we have a custom 4-link suspension going underneath my truck. So we've got some bracketry here, which we'll go through in a second. But I got this from Matt at Malko Fab. We'll go ahead and I'll put his Instagram and pages down below. So if you're curious on a 4-link for your vehicle, you can go ahead and check it out as well. He was incredibly helpful in working with me and getting this thing done. It's custom sized for my frame and my application, so it's gonna work really well for what I wanna do. And I'm really excited to show you guys this, so check this out. So the main rods are in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out and you guys can check it out. This is pretty much your basic 4-link rod. You got uppers and lowers, and then your bushings and your rod ends at the end. It's pretty simple. So there's 2 of these, and then we've got all of our main grade 8 hardware for the kit, put it together right here, which are basically, so the way this will work is pretty much on a 4-link, you have 4 places of adjustment. You've got 2 sides of the axle and then 2 sides up on the frame. And so pretty much what this will do, you can see it's kind of a flat side, and then you have a spot to put something here and here, and you'll pretty much, what we'll end up doing is I'll weld this side to the frame, so the frame will be right here, and then I'll have 1 link coming off of each side. I don't really know which way it goes, but still you get the idea. So this is for, I believe, the front side, and then over behind me I have the actual axle tabs. So this will be pretty sweet to go ahead and run. So for those of you who aren't really familiar with, you know, 4-link suspension and stuff like that, the reason it's more beneficial than just to say an axle flip leaf spring setup like this is you physically really will not get any sort of axle wrap. And if you don't know what that is, basically, as you can see, the axle is literally vertical on top of the leaf spring here. So basically, if you say you had a clutch and you clutch kicked it really hard, it would cause this leaf spring right here to bow just a little bit, and it would actually cause the axle to wrap and turn. And that causes axle hop, and it can really break stuff. So people don't like that because it also causes your axle to move a little bit forward and backwards, which really sucks. So the 4-link allows 2 rods to hold the axle from moving up, down, left, right, side to side. The left, right is gonna be for a panhard bar, which I will make, we'll put in, and that'll keep the axle basically when it goes up and down, it allows it to stay center and it won't move left and right because there'll be a bar going across it welded to the axle that will allow it to not move at all. And really the main thing also is adjustability and tunability. I know I'm not gonna get this right the first try because, you know, 19-year-old teaching myself how to put a 4-link in, it's probably not gonna be perfect. So I wanna be able to tune the thing, adjust ride height you can do really easy with a coilover. I can move the axle a hair forward, a hair back. I can change the pinion angle completely without having to do weld-on perches like that. I can simply just, you know, adjust the upper or lower rod to kind of turn the pinion angle to match whatever engine setup I got. So real quick before I forget, for those of you who are new, because there's a lot of people that are new to the channel since I have made a video with this thing, this is my 1970 short bed frame. This is a frame I bought off of Chris Eisenhower. It's a real short bed frame. I bought this so I could build the Crown Vic front suspension and then a Explorer 8.8 rear end, disc brake rear end. And this allows me to have 5 on 4.5 wheel lug spacing so I can put Mustang wheels on the truck. Allows me to lower it really easily, and it'll handle really good. The reason I did it on a separate frame is because I actually got a good deal on the frame, and it allows me to build this without taking my truck apart. My truck's outside and I can still drive it around, but I have another chassis I'm building separate, so when the time comes I can just swap everything over. So kind of efficient, at least I tried to be, so. But for those of you who are new, that's pretty much what this is. So if you have an F100, if you've ever been interested in the Crown Vic swap, I have a full list of videos on from start to where I got to here. So everything's in, it's got the backyard customs boxing and kit, all that good stuff. So regardless, there's a lot of talking, so I'm gonna get to kind of mocking this thing up. I'm getting ready to mock up the radius arm mount. I'm realizing I have no hardware, so I might have to wait until another day. So I started off the morning making some bushing sleeves, or whatever you want to call these. These basically go inside of the bushing so a bolt doesn't just destroy the rubber bushing. So yeah, made these. So as you can probably see, or maybe you probably can't, the one in my hand is a larger hole size than this guy right here. So the one I was sent was 9/16. I was sent a bunch of 5/8 sleeves to go in here, and one of them was a 9/16, so that didn't work for the bolt size I had. So I went and got the exact size diameter with a 9/16 or a 5/8 hole on the center, and cut it to fit the size, and made my own little sleeves. So I made a bunch of them just so I got spares, but now I'm gonna go ahead and go up to where my chassis is, use the press, go ahead and press this guy out, put this one in, and I should have a complete 4-link setup. All right guys, so I'm up top here with my chassis. We just got it moved in a pretty decent spot so we can use it. So previously I actually filmed all this, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert those clips now, kind of where I walk through the 4-link a little bit, but I think I got cut off for whatever reason, so I'll kind of pick it up whenever I stop talking about the 4-link. So here's the new 4-link setup from Malko, which I'm super pumped about. So I'm gonna insert those clips now. And so now coming back, you can see I got this bar's put together. I got it right here. This is just, I don't know what I said in that video. I think I filmed that like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, more than that. But this is a 1 3/4, 120 wall DOM tube with a, I believe, I don't know the size of the bushing here, but it's a 5/8 bolt, all grade 8 hardware. The bracket and everything just welds to the frame like so. And then it's got the axle bracket with the shock mount on it. It's a super simple setup. It's super beefy. This is, as a lot of you guys, if you've built street cars before, this is a super 1 3/4, like this is like super thick stuff. This is like trophy truck kind of stuff, or like rock bouncer kind of stuff, like really thick tubes. You don't need this thick of a tube on a street car. So I'm not sure why it was built this big, but we're gonna go with it. So right now, what I did in the beginning of the video is I made these bushings because the one that was in it was the wrong size. It was for a 9/16 bolt, as everything else over there is 5/8. So Marty and I are pressing out this guy right now so we can put the new bushing that I made in. So yeah, we're just gonna press that guy out. Super simple. See, look at that. You can make your own bushing sleeves. It's just some tubing. I got the metal supply shop and went ahead and shaved it down. So that'll fit. All right, you guys, I've got both bars put together, completely done, and now we're ready to pretty much clean and strip everything. You can see I cut the leaf spring perches off here, cleaned them up a little bit. I'm still gonna wire wheel the entire axle, wire wheel the frame, all that other stuff, and get this thing ready to go on, and all the math and measurements start. But this thing should fly together for the most part, because like I was saying, the center of this guy right here is your center where the axle goes. Mark that up, measure left, right, forward, backwards, tack weld it, tack weld the axle to the frame, and we should be able to just build the 4-link right off of that. So it shouldn't be that hard, and I'm super excited. So before I forget, I know a lot of you guys are commenting on the Galaxy. I know it's just sitting there, I need to work on it. However, this chassis has been in here for over a year, as a lot of you guys know. I need to get this thing done. So what the plan of events is, hopefully, is that I can get this thing done, because I really do want to drive the Galaxy and get it going, because all it needs is a timing chain, so I should be able to put that in really quick, get the thing fired up, and then work on the fuel system and electrical, and the car should drive, really. So for this, I need to just get this thing done. So that's why I got all these parts done, and I finally got all the Malko system to work. So I wanna give a massive shout out to Malko for giving me this kit. This is gonna really help the truck, because I am autocrossing it, as a lot of you guys know. So I wanna have a 4-link under it instead of doing leaf springs, and this gave me the perfect opportunity to do so. So I'll leave all the links down below for Malko, all the social media. If you guys wanna message him with some questions, kits for your vehicle, stuff like that, I want you guys to go check it out down in the description. Help him out. He helped me out a ton with this, so I want you guys to do the same for him. So I know this video is kind of all over the place. It doesn't help that I filmed it like 3 months apart and didn't remember where I left off. So this video is probably pretty long, pretty all over the place, so I'm sorry about that. But I am gonna get back in the swing of things with this.
I'm gonna try to work a lot next week on this thing, so expect videos with the chassis, which is gonna be good for a lot of you guys that were wondering about it. The front end's 100% done. I've got all that done. I'll show you the radius arm mounts and a couple things that I've done since then. So the front end's done. Now we're just gonna work on the foreleg in the back, and the chassis is ready to go. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Malko Industries, like I said. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash a like on the video if you did enjoy, and you're excited for me to get work done on the chassis, finally get my truck put on the ground. I can't wait. So like I was saying, I want to finish the chassis, get the Galaxy driving, drive the Galaxy while I pull my truck apart to swap on this. It's going to be a really good time. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.